2015 Lock Haven University baseball program has been working extremely hard here over the last month. Our young men have been doing a great job trying to get themselves in the best shape possible, getting as many swings in as possible, making sure that we are ready to open up next weekend at Virginia State. They're really excited about the new season, put a lot of work in since the fall, have done a great job committing themselves to making sure that we can be the best program that we possibly can be. We have some simple goals for this year. We're trying to get in. That's all we've talked about. We want to try to get into the PSAC tournament. I told them, as far as seeds go and records and all those different things, I think that the goal's got to be is to try to win every series that we play and really get into the tournament and make some noise. Last year, the number 4 seed in the East was able to win the PSAC tournament, get in the Atlantic Regional and really make some noise. So we're excited about that possibility, and for us to get in and just do the best that we can and make sure that we're competing on a daily level. I really think we have a lot of great pieces to the puzzle here, returning and as far as newcomers go. Behind the plate, we have an anchor with Austin Botts, returning all PSAC player, going to be able to settle down in the middle of our order and hopefully drive a lot of runs in for us this year and really handle our pitching staff and do some things behind the plate. What's great about Austin is we're going to be able to use him a little and be a little more versatile and move him to first base on some occasions, with Colton Vaughn Keel being able to handle a little bit of the load behind the plate. We're excited to see how he develops and how his talent can help us be a better baseball team. Moving into the infield a little bit, we've got a really solid core of guys around the infield we think are going to be able to help us. At the corners with Ethan Moore and Garrett Schneider, pretty solid, and as far as athleticism and being able to contribute at the plate. Jamie Eshelman had a tremendous fall at shortstop, and we think he's going to be able to really have a breakout season in the PSAC, and all his hard work in the off season we think is going to be very fruitful for us this spring. Ryan Koch is a returner up the middle at second base, hit over 300 for us last year, and we really believe he's going to be a guy that's going to be able to be a staple at some point in our lineup. First base, still kind of up for grabs on a bunch of different things, but we have a newcomer in Ryan Orgentano, a local young man from Williamsport who really had some impressive high school numbers, and we're hoping he can transition that into the college level. Moving into the outfield, we have a returner in Tyson Petersheim, who's done a tremendous job in the offseason and doing all the things he needs to do to be a great player. Ryan Henritzi is a returning all-PSAC player that's going to hold down a corner spot for us and probably hit in the middle of the order, and he's really taking a leadership role in trying to get our program where it needs to be. Also have Pierce Rank and newcomer Brett Morrison, who are going to be doing a really good job for us in the outfield and making sure that they have a competing and doing all the things we need to do to be very successful in the outfield. Return a lot on the mound. Virtually every inning from last year is returned on the mound, and this group has been very focused and competing and doing all the things that they need to do to make sure that they are not trying to be more than who they are, concentrating on throwing strikes, and day in and day out trying to become a better pitcher. Joey Nestor, Madison Neto are 2 senior arms at return that I think are going to carry the load a lot for us, and if those guys can compete and throw strikes and keep us in ball games, I think you're going to see some very successful weekends moving forward. Jacob Belinda, coming off a freshman season that saw him get a lot of PSAC innings, has worked tremendously hard to get in great physical shape and also to really refine some of the things in his game that he needed to, and we expect a big season from him. Brett Morrison, who's going to be a dual player for us, has done a really good job on the mound and has been a really, really bright spot, and we think he's going to be a really very good player for us, not only this year but moving into the future. Out of the bullpen and also with some spots starting hopefully in some different areas and in different things, we have Parker Watson, who's a returner that's had some great success here. Also Chad Spiegel, who's coming off an injury as a sophomore, is a very promising arm. Cody Godfrey is another young man that's done a great job to get himself where he needs to be and going to be very competitive this year. And we also, are looking at Nick Hornbaker, who's a young man that transferred in here in January to be a guy that can throw some meaningful innings for us in the middle. And Aaron Lidgett returns after a lot of experience here at Lock Haven to hopefully give us some things that we need to do to be successful. So we have a great group of young men that are working very hard, and we're really excited about what's going to happen here this spring, and get a chance to come out and check us out and go Haven.